The new moon in Cancer brings our focus to home, family, and emotional security. This is a powerhouse new beginnings lunation, my friend. Not only is Pluto, the god of the underworld, opposing this new moon, but we have a huge shift of energy. One of the biggest astrological transits of 2023 is happening on the day of this new moon. The lunar nodes of destiny and fate are shifting into new signs. Aries and Libra on the day of this new moon. How auspicious and synchronistic is that? So I have a lot to share with you in this Cancer new moon video, a lot of information that I've synthesized for you, and I couldn't have done it without my blue nails. I have to tell you, this was my Venus in Leo pre-retrograde shadow risk that I took going out on a limb with a bright color. And I'm really excited to share this new moon with you. Now, the new moon happens on July 17th at 11:32 a.m. Pacific time, 2:32 p.m. Eastern time, and 6:32 p.m. Universal time. And I want to say happy birthday to all our Cancer friends out there. I hope you have a most beautiful birthday. In this video, I'll be doing readings for all 12 signs, letting you know in which house, which area of your life you are going to be experiencing this new moon in Cancer, as well as channeling a message from Spirit for each of you and pulling an oracle card for everyone, the Archangel oracle cards. If there was ever a time that I strongly encourage you to watch the introduction to this video rather than jumping right away to your 12 sign readings, this is the time, my friend, because there are important, significant aspects happening during this new moon that I really want to help you to move through with the most ease and grace. And FYI, that includes supportive aspects as well. So before I jump further into this Cancer new moon, I want to say hello and welcome. If you're new to me, you're warmly welcome here. This is a like-minded soul tribe. I'm very happy that you found me. Leave me a comment. Let us know where you're tuning in from. And hello and welcome back to all of you who've been tuning into my videos. Hello and welcome to my Sunday chat friends. Every Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific time, is when we gather for the premiere of my videos, and I absolutely love connecting with you. I'm Betsy Gutting. I'm a psychic astrologer as well as an intuitive life coach and the author of the book, The Magic of Saying Yes, Answering Your Heart's True Calling. In my videos and my professional astrology consultations, I weave together spiritual principles, intuitive insights, divine downloads, and Western tropical astrology. And at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you more about my professional astrology consultations, what you can expect to come away with. So be sure and stay tuned for that. And I also have a free gift for you, and I will tell you all about your free gift and how to get it. And for those of you who would like to get my inspirational astrology updates, my weekly update on what's happening in the sky, just go to my website, subscribe to my updates, and you will also get that free gift as an instant download. Now, who will be most affected by this Cancer new moon? The Cancer new moon is happening at 24 degrees, 56 minutes of Cancer. This means it's right on the cusp of 24, 25 degrees. So wherever you have 24, 25 degrees of Cancer in your natal astrology chart is where you will be feeling this new moon in Cancer. So we all have this in our natal astrology chart somewhere, which means we're all going to be feeling the new moon. Those of you, however, who have planets or points between 21 and 29 degrees of Cancer, or the other cardinal signs of Capricorn, Aries, or Libra, you will be feeling this Cancer new moon more personally, more intensely. Now, all new moons are when the sun and the moon come together. They are huddled together, convening, having a conference, deciding, what do I want next? What does my heart want most? And in Cancer energy, we're looking at our emotional well-being. We're tuning into our home and our family and also our emotional security. We're very conscious of our relationships, who's supporting us, who's not supporting us, what does our support system look like? And you may be tuning into where there feels like a gap between what your heart most desires in terms of happiness and fulfillment and where you are now in your life. So this new moon is an emotional well-being check-in. We're checking in on our sense of safety and security, because in Cancer energy, we need to feel a sense of belonging. We need to feel like we're part of a soul tribe at the very least, if not our nuclear family. It's a family-oriented sign. Now, as this video is going live, it is the day before the Capricorn full moon, and the Capricorn full moon is very much tied to this Cancer new moon. How so? In the Capricorn full moon energy, we're ending a soul cycle. It's a completion. It is a graduation on a soul level of lessons of growth and learning. You may have or are currently feeling a sense of releasing a situation, a person, a job from your life because it just no longer, it's expired for you. The Capricorn full moon is about expired soul contracts, and that could be difficult. That could be challenging. It could be painful even. 2 weeks later, we have the Cancer new moon. This feels to me almost like part 2 of the Capricorn full moon. In the Cancer new moon, we're looking for a safe place to land, our inner and our outer home. This is our sanctuary. This is beautifying our spaces, but it's also, do I feel held when I'm with my friends? Do I feel supported by my family, by my soul tribe? Do I have soul tribe members? Or do I feel like I'm swimming out in the ocean all by myself? And we're going to become very aware of our needs, our emotional needs, and prioritizing our emotional needs is an important directive of this Cancer new moon. Now, this new moon will culminate 6 months from the July 17th new moon date. So on December 26th of 2023, we're going to have a Cancer full moon. And this is when we will see the full fruition of the seeds, the intentions that we're planting during this July 17th new moon. However, we also have 2 weeks from now an Aquarius full moon, and during that Aquarius full moon on August 1st, you may begin to see some of the manifestations of this new moon as well. Cancer energy is highly intuitive, psychic even. It is a deep emotional water sign. Not only is Cancer ruled by the moon, but it's at home in Cancer. The moon is at home in Cancer. And this means that during the Cancer new moon, we have a facility, an extra psychic sense tuned into our own guidance, our own inner guidance, our intuition, our divine downloads. We're highly psychic during a Cancer new moon. And this really helps us to get a sense of what is supporting me now? What is best for me now? Which direction should I go in? And also what is not supporting us, what we need to let go of. If we didn't let go of something during the Capricorn full moon, anything that is toxic to us, this is the time to do it because we are stepping into a brand new soul cycle. This is not an eclipse, but it almost feels like an eclipse in its power to me because the lunar nodes are shifting into new signs, which I'm going to speak about in a moment. You could feel an intensity to this new moon, almost a very strong push to begin your next action plan, my friend. And it just started to rain kind of hard here in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. We're in the rainy season now. So how perfect is that? If you hear that in the background, that is the cleansing of the Cancer new moon energy. What I love about Cancer energy is that it initiates a season, the season of summer. So there's a warmth to Cancer energy. It's nurturing. It is the sign of the mother. It's where we want to relax, where we want to gather with friends. Cancer energy to me is like a beautiful summer garden party. Everybody come over to my house. We're going to have a buffet of delicious food. We're going to have a special pink drink. We're going to talk and laugh. And at the end of the night, when our cheeks are like hurting from talking and laughing so much, I'm going to pack up a special box of leftovers for each of you and send you off with a warm hug. At the same time, Cancer is very personal energy. It's very personal. It rules the 4th house of home. This is the bottom of our chart. This is where we pull in oftentimes. It's where we are doing our shadow work on our childhood conditioning. So a Cancer new moon can also bring up trust issues, especially with close people, with our loved ones, and especially with family members. Because the 4th house is the house of the nuclear family. It is our sense of belonging, our roots. And because Cancer is the first water sign of the zodiac, it was the first experience that all of us had of our emotional needs being met or not met. So this is where we're really learning to trust ourselves, my friend. We're really learning to honor our own intuition and to act on that intuition. So when we feel, often in Cancer energy, we often feel like we're overgiving, we're giving more than we're receiving, and we're learning to really observe that and be aware of that and take action accordingly. And this is all subconscious because the fourth house, Cancer energy, this is our subconscious programming, the subconscious imprint that we received as children. You could be really focused on your past during the Cancer new moon. Cancer energy often has us looking back to another chapter of our life. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. I should have stayed married to that person. I would have more financial security right now if I did. I shouldn't have said that to that particular person. Maybe I hurt their feelings. Or we can nostalgize our past. We can get very sentimental and nostalgic and say, oh, that past chapter of my life was so much better than my current life. And that's us looking at a situation, a relationship, or a job through a subconscious lens, not actually seeing it as it truly was. A lot of us in Cancer energy, we want the perfect family. We want the perfect home environment. As a Cancer rising, Cancer moon, double Cancer, my favorite movie growing up was The Sound of Music. I absolutely love The Sound of Music. I saw it over and over and over, and I loved it because it was a story of transformation, a family story of transformation, where Maria, the former nun turned governess, goes to the Von Trapp family, and she rescues, in a way, this family from their emotional pain of having lost their mother. They play together, they sing together, she makes clothes for them from the curtains, and they become the Von Trapp family singers. And I always wanted that in my family. I always wanted us to be a family band, that feeling of togetherness. We'll create together, we'll sing together, we'll have amazing times together. That's what my heart really wanted. And that's Cancer energy. In Cancer energy, we want this harmonic, beautiful, together, close, cozy, loving, affectionate home and family. And of course, very few of us actually had that. Very few of us actually had that. I can tell you I didn't have anything like that. Although my sisters and I did sing together quite a bit. And we sounded terrible, but that didn't matter. We were doing it together. But the shadow side of Cancer energy is disappointment. It's feeling disillusioned. It's feeling like we're neglected or rejected or excluded, and being so stuck in the past that we're not focused on the present, on creating a more beautiful present for ourselves. The wisdom of Cancer energy is to remember that life has ebbs and flows. Things come and they go. Relationships leave, new relationships come. We distance ourselves from family members, and maybe we're able to be with them again in the future. And first and foremost, what's most important in Cancer energy is remember that you, my friend, have needs. You have emotional needs, and it's okay to have needs. And not only is it okay to have needs, it's very important to prioritize your emotional needs. And this is what we're doing in this new moon. We're prioritizing our emotional needs. We're getting clarity on what our needs are, and we are directed to prioritize them. And for those of you who have a strong sense of responsibility to other people, whether they're a family member or their friends, and you're feeling an imbalance in those relationships, this new moon is opening us up to the awareness that we may need to, for our own good, for our own happiness and well-being, we may need to distance ourselves, for now anyway, from a job, a situation, or a relationship that has been draining our energy. Now, I want to run through the aspects to this new moon and let you know how you can best work with these energies, and then we'll get to the 12-sign readings. So we have two super powerful aspects that may be more tricky to work with, and then we have two very supportive harmonic aspects that I want to tell you about. The tricky aspects first. The first one is Pluto retrograde in Capricorn is opposing the sun and the moon. It's opposing the new moon energy. Pluto opposing the new moon will bring up power and control issues. You may have power struggles. You may have something coming from another person, an external situation that makes you feel out of control, that makes you feel like you don't have the power to change whatever the situation is. And this is where we want to surrender. This is where we want to set really clear boundaries, but accept what we can't change. It's the serenity prayer, accepting what I can't change, changing what I can, giving me the courage to change what I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Anything that happens for you, my friend, with this Pluto energy is going to make you more wise. And I actually feel like this may be a softer, gentler Pluto influence this time around, only because Pluto's retrograde and Pluto has already been at this degree before. So a lot of us have already gotten the Pluto lesson, whatever that was, the soul growth that we were meant to get from Pluto, and we're just revisiting it perhaps, or just integrating the energy. Remember that we're at the end of a soul cycle, the Capricorn full moon ending a soul cycle. Pluto moves our evolution forward. Pluto evolves us. When Pluto finally finishes out its era in Capricorn, and it is an era, it began in 2008, and I have a separate video for you on Pluto retrograde in Capricorn that I encourage you to watch with readings for all 12 signs. When Pluto finishes out its era in Capricorn, it will be November of 2024. So we have a few more months till January with Pluto in Capricorn, and then it will go back into Aquarius, and then it will go back into Capricorn between September and early November of 2024. And then the era is completely finished. We are finishing out that energy right now. We are releasing any little shreds of attachment to things that are not good for us. Codependencies, dependencies on others or situations or shared resources and so forth, jobs, relationships that are not giving back to us what we're giving to them. So remember, I got this image preparing for this video that we're standing at the registration window for a new master's degree. We've completed a master's degree. We had our graduation ceremony with the Capricorn full moon. Now we're standing at the registration window and we're signing up for a new master's degree, a new adventure of our soul's evolution. So this is a beautiful time during this Cancer new moon to make a vow to yourself. That you will not let other people's behavior or emotions affect your emotional well-being. You will release the responsibility that maybe you carried for someone else's happiness. You will release that and reclaim your own responsibility for your own happiness, my friend. And because that full moon in Capricorn was so powerful, and this new moon in Cancer is similarly powerful, you may decide, you may make a big decision during this new moon in Cancer. You may make a vow to yourself that I will never again have a relationship like this. I will never again take a job with a boss like this. For example, a number of years ago, that happened to me. I had a boss that was what you would call a micromanaging boss who made a power play to me. It was very much of a Pluto power play. Pluto in Capricorn was opposing my Cancer moon at the time. And when it happened, I felt like I got kicked in the stomach. And this is often what we feel in Cancer energy because it's our solar plexus. And I could barely breathe. It was such a shock to my system. But it was a gift in this sense. It was a gift because it showed me that it was time for me to walk away from that job, to make an exit plan, which I did, make an exit plan. And after that happened, I vowed to myself, I will never again work for another person. I will never again be responsible for someone else's agenda. From here on out, I am self-employed. I am my own boss, and I will be able to carry out my own creative agenda. Now, the other epic aspect that is happening right now during this new moon energy is the nodes of the moon shifting signs. The nodes of the moon spend 18 months in a particular sign, and I have a video for you on the nodes of the moon shifting into Aries and Libra, which I encourage you to watch. But the nodes of the moon are shifting into Aries and Libra, and that is moving our focus to a whole new area of life. Wherever you have Aries and Libra in your natal astrology chart is where your focus is going to move. And I'm calling this transit of the North Node of Destiny in Aries and the South Node of Fate in Libra. I'm calling it driven to succeed. We're going to feel driven to succeed with the nodes of the moon in Aries and Libra. But during this new moon, Pluto and the nodes of the moon are squaring the new moon. Pluto and the lunar nodes are squaring the new moon. Squares can feel like we're boxed in, especially when Pluto's in Capricorn, the north node's in Aries, the south node's in Libra, and the new moon, the moon and the sun, are in Cancer. that forms a square. That's called a cardinal grand square or cross, a cardinal grand square. So we're being tasked during this new moon to balance out our needs in all of these different areas: career, our relationships, our emotional well-being, and our sense of identity, a sense of who we are now, who we want to be. Whatever new direction that we're going in, it has to bring us emotional fulfillment. It has to be a plan that will help us to feel safe and secure. So both Pluto and the nodes of the moon are encouraging us to release any codependent patterns, stepping away from anything that's draining our energy, to say no to self-abandonment. I will no longer abandon myself. I'm making a new vow to myself. I'm taking a stand for my emotional well-being, honoring my intuition. From all of this, we can strengthen our self-respect, our dignity, our self-respect, and our trust in ourselves, our decisions, and our path going forward. Now, the two harmonic aspects that will be very supportive of us during this new moon, one is the new moon making a trine to Neptune. Neptune and the new moon, the sun and the moon, are trining. This is the wind at our backs. This is a fresh breeze. Neptune is retrograde, taking us inward, taking us to that place of visioning, of unconditional love, receiving the unconditional love from our souls, from the divine, encouraging us to ask for assistance from our guides if we need it. And we may have healing dreams during this time. We could very well have a very healing, life-changing even dream. And possibly you may want to work with your female ancestors as well, ancestors that have crossed over, like your grandmothers, for example, or the archetypal energy of the grandmothers, that maternal, nurturing, unconditionally loving energy. We can pull that down as well, and that could be really lovely and healing during this new moon. Also, Uranus, the great awakener, the planet that wants to liberate us, that wants us to open up to the cosmic intelligence and innovate, do something different, new, and creative. Uranus, which is very future focused, Uranus is making a sextile to the new moon. And that's really beautiful for us because it's going to encourage us to be future focused and be aware of any new opportunities that may be coming in for us. Sextiles bring opportunities and creative solutions. So whatever we may be letting go of with Pluto, Uranus is saying, okay, release that and then look over here, look to your future to create a new plan. I'm supporting you to come up with something that is creative and is energizing and very supportive of you. Now, sometimes Uranus can feel jolting. Sometimes Uranus can feel like a sudden thing that happens that we weren't expecting. But with the sextile, it's more often an epiphany, an aha moment, something that comes through that's like, oh my gosh, now I see. I was blind, but now I see. Now I can free myself from this thing that has made me feel hemmed in. So that was a lot of detail, I know. Big picture to sum it all up during this Cancer new moon. We are creating an emotionally supportive, loving, nurturing, soft place to land, a soft place to call home in our inner and our outer reality, my friend. So let's do the 12 sign readings now. Be sure and listen to your rising sign, which is the area of life, the area of your natal astrology chart in which you will be experiencing this new moon in Cancer. Your sun sign is how your ego, personality, your life force is going to be feeling during this new moon. And your moon sign is how you'll be experiencing the new moon emotionally and in your relationships. And for those of you who have late degree rising signs, because this Cancer new moon is in a late degree, 24, 25 degrees, you may also want to watch the reading for the sign after yours. Okay, so let's start with Cancer. Beautiful Cancer family. My moon and my rising are both in Cancer. Happy birthday to all my beautiful Cancer friends. Cancer, you're having this new moon in your sign in your first house. Your first house is your identity. It's your appearance. It's how you see yourself. It's the roles that you play. It's who you, when you talk to people and you say, I am this, I am that, which means during a new moon, you're creating a new vision. You're reflecting on, how do I want to see myself? How do I want others to see me? This new moon could have you thinking about your relationships because the seventh house your partnerships, the people that are most important to you in your life. That is right across the way, the 7th house, from your 1st house new moon, Cancer. So you could be thinking about who has my back, who doesn't, who do I want to take with me into the next phase of my life, this brand new chapter. This is a brand new, big new beginning for you because, as I said, Cancer, in the introduction to the video, the nodes of the moon are shifting signs during this new moon. It's a new 18-month cycle, and not only that, for you, it is your new moon. So you could be thinking about anything that is important to you in your life during this time that has you call yourself a certain thing. 1st house is status. It is, as I said, our role. So this is personal roles. It's like, you know, your relationships with family, especially sister, brother, aunt, uncle, parent, grandparent, but it can also be, you know, lover, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, all of that. Also your professional roles. What are you doing professionally? Do you want to change jobs? Do you want to start your own business? Do you want to do a new project? Do you want to take on a new role in a volunteer capacity? Whatever it is, it's going to be about you stretching and growing and starting something brand new, most likely, either in a relationship or in a professional context. It's also your appearance, Cancer. So you could change your wardrobe, you could change your hair, you could change anything about your appearance. You could completely change that up. You could get a whole new makeover. But really, I feel whatever it is you're doing, you're going to be focused on your emotional well-being, what you need to feel safe and secure emotionally. And when I tuned into your energy, Cancer, when I tuned in for a message from Spirit, what I got was a heart opening. You're having a heart opening during this new moon, which is really beautiful. I felt such a warmth in my heart. I felt this like emerald green, Archangel, Raphael energy. So some of you could be having a physical healing because 1st house is also vitality. You could be having a physical healing. You could be healing from a broken heart. You could be deciding to finally leave a job. You could be deciding to finally let go of a relationship or to set a really clear boundary in a relationship where you're saying no to something that has brought you down, has drained your energy, or has burdened you for some time. So Cancer, let's shuffle the cards for you. I feel like I just felt a big I am, like you exclaiming I am. This felt like a real coming out energy, and it is coming out in your 1st house and new moon. It is the song, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I got to let it show. See, Cancer, it's my blue nails that gave me the courage to sing that. Cancers can have the oddest sense of humors, but we are known as being some of the funnier people. I have to say that, Cancer. Leave me a comment. Let me know if that resonates for you. Okay, so Cancer, what does this new moon have for you? Let's pull a card for you and see. Cancer, your card is nurture. Big surprise, Cancer, nurture. Archangel Gabriel, the angel of creativity. And Cancers, you are so creative. This is such a creative sign. As you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. So check it out, Cancer. When I look at this card, the first thing that comes to me is tune into angelic support. I have a number of guided meditations on my channel. The light is weird. I have a number of guided meditations on my channel, but I also have on my website, you can download a guided meditation which allows you to reconnect with your angels and your guides. It puts you into a circle of angels and guides and allows you to receive that unconditional love. I get a sense of inner child healing here as well. I also have a video on inner child healing called Reparenting Yourself that I will link below for any of you who want to check that out. This is about nurturing your own inner child. So something could come up for you during this new moon in Cancer that takes you back to your roots. It takes you back to your childhood where you are really bringing that love and unconditional acceptance to that inner child, and it's causing a real emotional breakthrough for you. You could have an emotional breakthrough that really allows you to shed a skin and move powerfully forward, especially with Pluto making an opposition to this new moon, beautiful Cancer. So happy new moon in your sign. Okay, Geminis. Hello, beautiful Geminis. I have my natal sun in Gemini. So Geminis, you guys are having this new moon in Cancer in your second house of income, of values, self-esteem, self-love, possessions. The second house is where we receive material security, where we feel materially safe and secure based on what we have and how we think about ourselves. So you could have a plan, be making a plan, hatching a strategy for making more money during this new moon. You could be feeling, I need to make more money to feel more emotionally secure, because this new moon is about us meeting our emotional needs. And oftentimes we feel more emotionally secure when we're making more money, right? So this could be about making more money for you. Some of you could make a plan to get a new job. You could get a new job. You could get a promotion during this new moon. You could do some inner child healing during this new moon that raises your self-esteem. You could really be focusing on self-love and self-nurturing, and that takes your sense of security to the next level. Or you could be buying something new. You could be acquiring a new prized possession, because this is the house of possessions as well. And because this new moon is across from the 8th house, Gemini, for you, and the 8th house is where Pluto is opposing the new moon, you could be releasing something having to do with shared resources or a loan or some sort of investment that you've made. You could be doing some work on your financial investments, or you're partnering with others in terms of your shared resources, money, time, energy, and so on. You could be making changes in investments, for example, or you could have something come up around your sexuality, your deep intimacy, your emotional intimacy. You could be shedding some emotions. You could be feeling the feels, as we say, around partnership and around security that you feel with a partner, or that you would like to feel with a partner, for those of you who are single. Gemini, I almost forgot. Your message from Spirit, it's a question actually. Spirit says, what do you need to feel financially taken care of? What do you need to feel financially secure? This is a little assignment that Spirit is giving you. This is what came through for you, to get clarity on what step you can take during this new moon that will make you feel more rooted and secure, materially speaking. Okay, so let's shuffle the cards, Gemini. Gemini, beautiful Gemini, sending you so much love. Okay, Gemini. Your card is Clairvoyance, Gemini. Archangel Raziel, I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. Woo! I love this so much. Okay, Archangel Raziel, call on Archangel Raziel if you want to say yes to this gift of becoming more clairvoyant than you already are, beautiful Gemini. What a beautiful card. So much light around this card. And as I see the this sort of hierarchy of light here, the chakras, well, this is not exactly corresponding to the chakra colors, but what I'm getting from seeing this is that some of you may want to do a chakra clearing using the light, using the colors of the chakras. You might want to take yourself through that chakra clearing to really clear your energy. That could also really strengthen and, you know, take the windshield wipers over your third eye and clear that as well. So you're taking your intuitive insight to the next level during this new moon, beautiful Gemini. Okay, Taurus. Hello, beautiful Taurus. Taurus, you're having this new moon in Cancer in your third house, of communication, mindset, thinking, thoughts. This is also the house of siblings, uncles, aunts, and cousins, neighbors, landlords, neighborhood, where you do everything locally, where you network locally, where you go and do your shopping, where you work out, and so on. This is everything that happens in your local environment. So, and it's also short trips. It's like weekend trips, day trips, car trips, and it's also your devices, your electronic devices. So often when we have a new moon in the third house, we feel especially busy. We're doing a lot of errands. We're running around a lot. It can feel like there's a lot of communications, a lot of emails, a lot of back and forth with other people. And so you could have, Taurus, in any of these areas, you could be asking, how can I feel most emotionally secure? What are my priorities? What are my needs right now? So your needs may come up around your home situation because that's third house is your location where you live. You could be asking, is this where I still want to live? Do I still like my town? Do I still want to be in this particular area of, do I still want to be a resident of this area? Same with places that you frequent regularly. Do I still want to work out at this gym? Do I still want to do yoga at this place? Do I still like to shop for groceries at this particular store? Also your relationships with neighbors, or you could have something going on with a landlord. You could buy a new electronic device. You could buy a new car. You could decide to take a short trip someplace, and that may really give you a sense of clarity as well, because the third house is also the house of clarity. It's where we're seeking clarity. And journaling is a great thing to do during a new moon in the third house. It's where we can really get flashes of insight and divine downloads to get a sense of what is our next right direction. And in my book, The Magic of Saying Yes, I teach you a technique that I call writing to spirit. It's automatic writing where you can really channel messages from the divine. So my book is linked in the description box below and in my banner if you want to check that out as well. Okay, Taurus, your message from spirit is you're exactly where you need to be. Let yourself be in the flow. Don't put pressure on yourself. Don't feel like you should be someplace else. Don't feel like you're behind. You're exactly where you need to be. Just get back in the flow if you feel like you haven't been in the flow. Let it be. It's a message. Just release and let go of anything you need to let go of, especially emotionally, and then let it be and know that you are in your divine right place. Everything's happening in divine perfect order. So Taurus, I'm going to shuffle the cards a little bit more for you, and then I'm going to pull a card for you, Taurus. Taurus, beautiful Taurus, your card is Life Review. This is so cool, Taurus, because a life review is a writing exercise, and it is so powerful, so powerful. This card says, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. So during a life review, if you haven't done one before, you look back on the major turning points of your life, and I encourage you to write down those major turning points. You can do a bullet point kind of list. It takes you back, and it's so perfect for the Cancer new moon because, as I said in the introduction, we tend to look back at our past in Cancer energy, and this will allow you to see your successes. It will touch into any areas that you felt like were quote unquote failures or mistakes, and will allow you to forgive yourself or forgive others, and it will really allow you to clear any energy that needs to be cleared, but also to bolster your self-esteem and your self-love and your sense of success. And success is a big theme with the North Node of Destiny moving into Aries, to really bolster your sense of pride in yourself for the things that you have accomplished. So I don't know if I've shown you the card yet. Here's the card, Life Review. And to me, there's such a sense of victory in this card. All of the red, which is our root chakra, it's our sense of stability in life. And then all of the light and the angelic light and this torch. Archangel Jeremiah is the archangel, and Archangel Jeremiah is holding this torch of light and guiding you forward. Call on Archangel Jeremiah if you want to be helped to move forward as you review your past in order to say yes to your future, beautiful Taurus. Okay, Aries. Hello, beautiful Aries. Beautiful Aries, you're having this transit of the Cancer new moon, this lunation, in your fourth house of home. Why is this significant? The fourth house is the house of Cancer. It is the house of the moon, traditionally in the zodiac. So this is a really beautiful placement. This is where you are focused on home, family, and childhood conditioning even more. Even more, you'll be focused here. Now, Aries, the North Node, as of this Cancer new moon, has moved into your sign. And I spoke about this in the introduction to the video, and I also have a separate video for you all on the North Node of Destiny moving into your sign. This is a really big deal. Your focus is now turned toward your drive to succeed, wherever you want to succeed, whatever area of life, beautiful Aries, this is where you are going to be focused. And for those of you with Aries rising, this is your identity. This is you taking on a whole new identity. This is a life-changing transit for you. So during this new moon, you are looking at your immediate surroundings of your home, making your home maybe even more of a sanctuary. Do I still want to live here? Do I want to move? You're also looking at family, most likely, either your nuclear family, the family that you've created with a significant other, or with yourself, or your soul family, your chosen, what we call our chosen family. So you could be doing any of those kinds of, any reflection on any of those tribes, those nuclei of love for you, or where you want to experience more love, more harmony, more sense of belonging. You're really focused on roots here, Aries, and on your sense of belonging, on your support system. Do you have the support system that you need? If you don't, you may want to think about getting therapy or coaching. I do coaching, or get an astrology reading. Now, I know Aries, a lot of Aries are hesitant to get help from others because you're so self-directed. You are the entrepreneur of the zodiac. You are the I can do it myself. I can do it myself. That is Aries energy. But, and I'll say, I have Mars in Aries. It took me a really, really long time to get support outside of myself. It took me such a long time because I never really thought of it. I always just felt like I have to do it myself. Anyway, those of you who want more support, consider getting support. Now, your message from Spirit. Spirit suggested that you tune into your solar plexus. This is your belly. This is the seat of power. Your I am self, whatever it is. It's where we gather and we pull power from our solar plexus to take risks, to do things that are scary for us. It's where we gather our courage. What is your intention, beautiful Aries? What is your intention? This was what Spirit wanted me to direct you to, was choosing an intention, an I am intention. When I work with my clients in coaching, we always start each session with I am and get an intention from our heart. So I encourage you to go to your heart and ask your heart, listen to your heart. What does my heart want most right now? What feeling, quality, state of being is my heart giving me for an intention? And work with that. I am free. I am alive. I'm fully alive. I am joyful. Any intention, whatever comes to you, that is going to help you to move forward as you decide what you want next during this new moon. What do you want to feel, Aries? Okay, so the cards. Shuffling the cards for you, beautiful Aries. Fiery Aries. Your card is, Aries, sensitivity, Archangel Haniel. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. The Cancer new moon, super, super sensitive energy. Honor yourself and your feelings, Aries. Honor yourself and your feelings. So she's in a garden. She's playing the harp. She's put herself in very peaceful, healing surroundings. So you may want to take yourself during this new moon to a very healing place in nature, or if you can't do that for whatever reason, take yourself into a meditation that is a healing place in nature, which I do for you, which I lead you in all of my guided meditations. So you can get one of those on my YouTube channel and watch it, or you can download a guided meditation from my website when you sign up for my inspirational updates. Happy Cancer new moon, beautiful Aries. Okay, Pisces. Hello, beautiful Pisces. Pisces, you're having the Cancer new moon in your 5th house. The 5th house is true love and romance, creativity, creative projects, full self-expression of your gifts and your talents and its children. So during this new moon in Cancer, your focus could be on any of these areas of life. It could very well be dating and romance. It could very well be children. It could also be any creative project that you want to bring into the world. This is a new moon, so it's a new beginning, so it's intending what you want to create. Cancer's a super creative energy, so creative. So well, we already know you're very artistic and creative, beautiful Pisces, with Cancer here in your chart. And this new moon is really asking you to tune into what you need, your emotional needs, your emotional priorities. What can you do or cultivate in terms of a support system, or in terms of creating a sanctuary in your home or your office, wherever you work, that will make you feel more secure, your own very unique, soft place to land. So your message from Spirit, beautiful Pisces, is that, well, first of all, this new moon in Cancer trines your energy, trines our positive energy flow. There's a lot of flowing energy. You may be releasing something from your past. You may be doing a little bit of purging. This is the mother, the sign of the mother. So this could take you all the way back to your own mother. There could be something to do with ancestral healing here, forgiveness, forgiveness of self, forgiveness of other people. Spirit said this is going to be a big shift for you. Because it's a trine, I feel like there's going to be a lot of flow here for you. And that could be meaning flowing emotions. You could feel very sentimental. You could feel nostalgic. You could feel a sense of gratitude, deep gratitude for whatever you've learned as a soul, since we are moving into a whole new soul cycle. We're signing up for a new master's degree, and we're going to be taking on new lessons and new growth and new joyful experiences. Yeah, this is also the sign of the inner, this is also the house of inner child expression, play, freedom. So this is an encouragement to let your inner child run wild and free and have a new fun adventure as well. Okay, Pisces, your card. Your card. What is your card? This Cancer new moon, Pisces, beautiful Pisces. Pisces, your card is, ooh, crystal clear intentions, Archangel Michael. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. I see leadership in this card. I see throat chakra. He's holding a sword. He's not using his sword. But Archangel Michael is known as the angel that helps us to release fear and cut away anything from our lives that is no longer good for us, cutting cords to relationship patterns, cutting cords to any person, situation, job that we consider toxic to us. And from that, your light grows, the halo of light around his head. From that, you become more empowered. You become more your true self. Feel like you feel more authentic and alive and buoyant and uplifted in your own skin, beautiful Pisces. So set crystal clear intentions, and everything else will flow from there in beautiful ways for you. Okay, Aquarius. Hello, beautiful Aquarians. Aquarians, you are having this Cancer new moon in your 6th house of work, daily, everything, your errands, your comings and your goings and your structures, the way you structure your work day, the way you structure your leisure time, your working out. It's your health as well, very much health on all levels, emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual. And it's the decisions that you make to have more flow and more ease and more grace in your days. So you could be coming up with a new routine, a new structure. You could be changing jobs. You could get a new job. You could be giving yourself more freedom in some way. You could be saying absolutely no to something. You know, in my introduction, if you haven't watched the introduction to this video, I encourage you to do so. I talk in there about taking a stand for your life, taking a vow, making a vow to yourself, a vow that you will not let anyone else's behavior, and that could include a boss, for example, affect your emotional well-being, or it could include a family member or someone that you have allowed to drain your energy, because yes, we all allow it, not consciously, we unconsciously allow it most often. But you will be getting clarity during this new moon, most likely, if you have done that and you want to make a change in that direction. Pluto will make sure that you make a change in that direction. Your message from Spirit is that it's important to get in touch with your emotions, Aquarius. It's important for you to really tune into your physical body and ask yourself, what am I feeling? Is there anything that I need to release and let go of? Is there any area of my body that's holding on to tension? Do you have a pain in an area of your body, for example? It's important and very helpful during this new moon, always is, but especially during this moon, to ground your energy, to walk on the earth if you possibly can with bare feet. This is about really bringing yourself into the present moment. And on this note, I'm going to take a breath. In the present moment, to be present, we're fully present in our bodies, right? We're fully present with the sensations of our bodies. And right now, as I do this, I'm directed to my root chakra. I'm directed to my pelvic area. So there's something here for you about feeling emotionally safe and rooted. And as you tune into your body, you become more aware of any needs, physical, emotional, and mental, that you may have. Spirit also says that you don't want to sidestep your emotions because it takes away your richer experience of life. The deeper that we feel our emotions, the deeper that we can experience life. And I know that sometimes means painful emotions, which are not fun to experience for our human selves, but it also includes the high highs and the very heartwarming depth of joy, joyful ecstasy, even kinds of feelings that can make being on the planet as a human so wonderful. I think it was the carrot that brought us here. Well, one of the carrots, yes, we wanted to evolve our souls too, but I think most of us also wanted to have a really fun time while we were here. Okay, Aquarius, do you relate to that? If so, leave me a comment, let me know. Let's pull a card for you, beautiful Aquarius. What do the cards have to say for you? Aquarius, this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Yes, I'm weird. I know I'm weird, but Aquarius, you will accept me for who I am. I know you will. Aquarius, this is such a cool card. Brilliant idea. What comes to you? Brilliant idea. What idea have you had? Maybe you haven't had it yet. It's going to happen during this new moon. Archangel Uriel, yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition. Check it out. This is a card of victory. This is a card of you tuning into the cosmic intelligence, where the unicorns live, where the golden unicorns soar and fly and take you to new places. This feels like going into your imagination to me. This feels like doing a guided meditation, perhaps going on a guided soul journey, which I do for you in my guided meditations, linked below in the description box. Also, you can sign up for my inspirational updates and get one of those get an instant download of a meditation directly when you sign up. This is showing you that it's time to expand your sight, your vision. It's time to tune into the possibilities, the other realms, the field of your potential, Aquarius, because there's a brilliant idea that's coming to you. And when you get that feeling of, oh my gosh, this is an amazing idea, it's so easy for us to squash that, right? To immediately go, yeah, but how am I going to make that happen? Our mental selves, our mind goes straight to the how. And then we often feel like, I don't know how, so forget that. It's like a crazy idea. It's too crazy. I'm not doing it. This is saying yes. This is your validation. This is your big thumbs up. It's time to say yes, beautiful Aquarius, to a new, innovative idea that may feel very out there. And that's what is going to give it its staying power, its longevity, and bear fruit for you in the years to come. Okay, Capricorn. Hello, beautiful Capricorns. You guys are having this new moon in Cancer in your 7th house. There was just a bird. There was just a blackbird that came straight to the window and it pulled my attention. So maybe there's some sign there for all of you. It's a dark, dark black bird. Okay, so you guys are having this new moon in Cancer in your 7th house of committed partnerships. This is spouses, significant others, boyfriends, girlfriends, and so on. But it's also clients and anyone whose back you have, who has your back. It's where we have spoken and unspoken agreements. This is like our main people in our life, okay? So you're having the new moon here, and Pluto in your sign is opposing the new moon. With Pluto in your sign opposing the new moon, something could come from outside of yourself, an external situation, a relationship, a job, something like this, that brings your attention to your own healing, that requires you to release something that you don't feel like you have control over, but it allows you to shed a skin and become even more powerful in your own skin. It's ultimately liberating. So this could potentially happen for you, or it could just be something that's already happened in your past. You already know about it, and you're taking further action to release any energy drains that are related to the situation or relationship. This is where you want to up-level your partnerships in some way. You have changed, you have grown, you have evolved, Capricorn, as a soul, especially with Pluto in your sign. We're almost to the very end. I know some of you may have planets or points at 29 degrees, 27 to 29 degrees. And if so, you're going to be feeling this really intensely. But we're almost to the end. Pluto's almost about to move next year for good, back into Aquarius. And we're doing our last bit of shedding in this area of your life. So some of you may want, just really feeling like, I need to up-level my relationships. I need to strengthen my support system. I feel a little bit alone, some of you could feel, or some of you could just be like, I have a whole new vision for my significant partnership, and you could be renegotiating an agreement or setting new boundaries. Pluto really requires us to set new boundaries often. Your message from Spirit, Capricorn, is that because this new moon is opposing your energy, it's opposing your sense of identity, you could be asking, what's my new identity? How do I want to see myself? Or you could be releasing a role, some responsibility, because you really put a lot of responsibility on your shoulders. You could be releasing a role or a responsibility in order to lighten your load. You could finally realize, I have to let this other person have their own growth work. I can no longer try to do their work for them or be there for them so much that it drains my energy because it's not good for me. Your message from Spirit is that other people may be challenging you, and that it's very important for you to stand up for yourself and fight for what is rightfully yours if that's necessary. Let go of anything you truly cannot control, Capricorn. So, and some of you could be like starting your own business. You could be starting a whole new, you could be teaming up with a new business partner. You could be creating new partnerships that really support you in work, business, or just happy life, or where you want to leave a legacy. Where you want, you could really be thinking forward to your future during this new moon, Capricorn, and saying, what legacy do I want to leave? Where do I want to really improve my foundation for my relationships and for myself? Okay, beautiful Capricorn, your card. Your card is Peace. Archangel Chamuel. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. I love this card because your 7th house really is the house of love, and where you put a lot of time and commitment, Capricorn. You're a very caring soul. You really do help others to manage their lives, a lot of you, whether it's in business or in your personal life. You're very caring. You're very, you put your arms around whatever you are responsible for, and people feel that from you. And so this card is reminding you that only love is real. So you may want to add some boundaries to your current relationship or ships. And you may, especially family, I'm hearing for some of you, parent-child for some of you, especially parent-adult-child. And I always think of, with parenting, I think of compassion and boundaries, having compassion for yourself and the other, and setting clear boundaries so that you are nourishing your own energy, you're filling your own cup. It's time for that. And you may want to tune into the dove to receive that energy of peace and to remind yourself of the truth of who you are as a spirit of pure love. Beautiful Capricorn. Okay, Sagittarius. Hello, beautiful Sag. You are having this new moon in Cancer in your 8th house of transformation. This is the house of death and rebirth, taxes, taboos, sexuality, intimacy, shared resources, investments, loans, where we make extra money on our investments, often monetarily speaking. So it's both a relationship house because it's shared resources and agreements with others, but it's also a money house. And of course, our relationships, our significant partnerships, and our money are two hot topics for us, right? They can really trigger us and they can really cause transformation when something happens that triggers us. So you could be shedding a skin during this new moon, or maybe that happened for you already during the Capricorn full moon, and now you're looking forward. You're really probably looking at your investments, your finances, your money during this time, especially any money that's invested other places or that is not just your money, but other people's money as well. Sag, your message from Spirit is that this is going to be a crown chakra awakening for you. You are going to receive a divine knowing during this time. How cool is that? You're going to be receiving new downloads through your crown. So this can just feel like all of a sudden you know something and you don't know how it came in. It just kind of showed up. It can feel like it's very intellectual, but you feel it deep in your soul. It touches your soul. And Spirit also says that you will know what to do with this divine epiphany or aha moment that comes in for you. It's a new direction for you. And it could be a new direction in a partnership. It could be a new money-making idea. It could be you joining up with another person, partnering with somebody in order to further your material well-being. But Spirit says, say yes. You have permission, not that you need permission, but this is validating for you, giving you on a deep soul level permission to say yes, and this will free you. It will liberate you, beautiful Sag. So that is pretty exciting news. Leave me a comment. Let me know if that resonates for you. I would absolutely love to hear. Sometimes these messages are like, wow, that's really interesting. So to me, is how I experience them. And some of you could have a real shift in terms of your emotional or sexual intimacy with a partner as well. You could have a real awakening happen that way. Okay, so Sagittarius. Sag, your card is courage. Courage, the heart. Be courageous, stand up for your beliefs. So you may feel like whatever you're doing is a risk for you. Whatever this new idea that comes in or whatever step that you're taking may feel like a real stepping out for you, a real risk that you're taking, like you're really having to muster courage. But there's a fierceness in this card. And when I look at this card, I think of Goddess Kali. And I think of Goddess Kali in connection with the 8th house. She's very Plutonian. She's fierce. She knows what to cut away from her life. She knows what to say yes to. And first and foremost, a lot of times she knows what to say no to. She knows when to say enough is enough. So there could be something that happens for you where you're just like, enough is enough. I'm no longer doing this. I'm no longer taking this substance into my body. I'm no longer talking to this person. I am quitting my job for some of you. I am changing this relationship. Some of you could be walking away from a partnership. I would think that was more part 1, Capricorn full moon, than this part 2, Cancer new moon, but it's all part of the same process. It's all a continuum. So it could happen at any time for you, and even up to 6 months from now, when this full moon comes to fruition at the end of December, December 26th. So have courage, call on Goddess Kali if that is what comes to you. What does this say? This is Archangel Ariel. You could also call on Archangel Ariel to help you to muster the courage to stand up for yourself, stand up for your beliefs as you move forward with strength, pride, and optimism, beautiful Sag. Okay, Scorpios, beautiful Scorpios. Happy new moon in Cancer. The new moon in Cancer is happening in your 9th house of expansion, beautiful Scorpio. You're going to be expanding. This is the house of spiritual beliefs. This is the house of higher learning. We're stepping into a whole new soul cycle, a whole new cycle of growth. You could choose, based on the fact that we are in this whole new cycle and you are having this new moon in your 9th house, you could choose a new path of learning. You could sign up for a course. You could sign up for a new master's degree or a PhD. You could write something or publish something. You could say, I'm finally going to write that book, or I'm close to publishing a piece of work that I've been wanting to publish for a long time. You could also start a new social media platform. Social media is technically 11th house, but publishing is the 9th house. So you could begin to post new writing on a social media platform. You could begin to publish videos on YouTube, that kind of thing, or Instagram or Facebook. This is a new adventure. This is a new horizons for you. Also long distance travel. So there's a new beginning for you. Beautiful, Scorpio. In any of these areas, you're expanding your horizons. You're metaphorically at the top of a hill, at the crest of a hill. You don't know what's next, but you're ready to go to the next thing. You're ready to go into a new adventure, to say yes to whatever is calling to your soul. This is a deep soul's calling. This energy of the Cancer new moon is trining your energy, Scorpio. A trine is positive energy flow. It's you flowing down the river, feeling very supportive. You have a guide. You don't feel alone. You're being ushered to your next place in flow. Your message from Spirit is there's an ease in releasing for you. There's a letting go that is happening. Is it easy? Maybe not, but and I know I just said ease. I'm contradicting myself, Scorpio. It may not feel easy to your human self, but if you, what the message is if you can let go of resistance and just allow yourself to flow down the river, then anything that needs to be purged will be let go of. There could just be like yesterday. Oftentimes when I'm preparing for these videos, I experience the energy of whatever I'm talking about. I experience it ahead of time. And I had a really unexpected purge of emotions yesterday. I was not planning on it at all, but all of this stuff came up. I released it, and then I felt so much better. So this is saying allow yourself to have that process. If you feel stuck, if you feel like, I don't know what's next, this is supposed to be a trine. Where's my trine energy? Why isn't it happening? Uranus, which is making a sextile, Uranus and Taurus, to this new moon, may allow you to, well, it's going to bring a creative solution or opportunity for you, but something may happen that's unexpected, that comes out of the blue, that quote unquote forces the issue for you. That if you feel stuck, that gets you unstuck by pushing you in a new direction that's liberating and freeing for you, Scorpio, ultimately. Okay, Scorpio, so I'm putting down my notes and I am now shuffling the cards for you, and let's see what the cards have to say for you, beautiful Scorpio. Scorpio, your card is, you know what to do. Ooh, juicy card. You know what to do. Archangel Uriel. I'm having trouble seeing this. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. There's wisdom in this person. You can see it in their face. They're an elder. They have wisdom. You may want to ask an elder for advice, or you may just want to call on your own inner elder, beautiful Scorpio. But the light is here for you. Something is being illuminated for you. If you knew your direction, what would it be? It could be very subconscious for you. You may say, I don't know. I have no idea. But when we affirm, I don't know, then the information doesn't come. When we say, if I knew what it would be, that can bypass the subconscious mind and new things can bubble up. Allow yourself to brainstorm or heartstorm. If money, time, and energy weren't at issue, what would you say yes to? There are all of these different exercises, and a lot of them are in my book, The Magic of Saying Yes, that can help you to decide, allow something to bubble up from your subconscious that gives you an idea, that gives you a starting point if you need that, beautiful Scorpio. So check out my book if you would like to have help in choosing your new direction. But according to this card, Archangel Uriel, you already know what to do. It's just a matter of taking that first step. Leave me a comment, beautiful Scorpio. Let me know if this resonates for you. Okay, Libra. Hello, beautiful Libras. It's getting darker and darker as I do this video for you guys. It's raining hard and it's getting really gray, and I think the rain feels very cleansing for all of us in this energy. So Libra, you are having this new moon in Cancer in your 10th house of career, life purpose, legacy, retirement, semi-retirement for some of you. This is where you want meaning and fulfillment. It's a vocational house. It's where we do things because we're passionate about them. You could be asking right now, what is my passion? What do I want to do next? The new moon marks a new soul cycle. The nodes of the moon have shifted into Aries and Libra. The south node, Libra, that is your sign, Libra. So you are letting go of something during this 18-month cycle. You're letting go of a pattern, a way of thinking, a way of approaching your life or your relationships or yourself. You're releasing something, and something faded could happen for you during this 18-month cycle. This is the south node is our fate. This is where relationships, jobs, and things come into our life that they just land in our lap in some ways. They are fate doing its thing. North node in Aries is your true north, however. This is your destiny. This is where you are doing the work to follow this new path, and it's where you're going to be driven to succeed. So during this new moon, the nodes of the moon, why I'm pointing them out, in addition to the fact that the south node is now in your sign during this new moon, this energy, the nodes of the moon and Pluto are all squaring the new moon. Well, Pluto's actually opposing the new moon, but they're forming a square. They're forming what we call a grand square or a grand cross. And this is going to put you into action. This is going to probably be the push that you need to really get into action. Spirit said you're going to get a third eye activation during this new moon. You are going to be even more psychic. You're going to tune into your intuition even more. You could even feel a pulsating here as you feel your third eye activated. I love it when that happens, Libra. Let me know if you felt that too. I love it when my third eye starts pulsing. It's the coolest feeling ever. It means you're really getting you're really increasing your psychic sense. Spirit says act on what you know. You have to be true to yourself. Some may move on. Some of you may move on from something, especially to do with career. Or you just say, you know, I feel very happy. It's those of you who may be older, or those of you who are doing the FIRE, financial independence kind of lifestyle, you may just say, I am ready now to focus on other areas of my life besides work. Also, your message is to let go of codependence, people-pleasing, and avoidance of conflict. How's that for a list? Beautiful Libra. Oh, don't you love it when people give you a list of things to do? Okay, and also resentment. We'll add one more thing to the list, beautiful Libra. We have to laugh, right? We got to laugh about this stuff. But the whole idea is putting yourself first and releasing any people-pleasing kinds of patterns or guilt or resentment that have you tethered to responsibilities that are no longer yours. You could be releasing a responsibility as well. Okay. So I shuffled the cards, and now I'm pulling a card for you, Libra. Beautiful Libra, your card is, ooh, I love the purple in this card. I'm going to show you in a minute. All is well, Archangel Jeremiah. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to, Libra. With hidden blessings you will soon understand. Ooh, there's so much sparkle in this card. All is well. Archangel Jeremiah is dancing, throwing his or her glitter all around, making a spiral. I feel like this is a reminder that life is a spiral. It's not a straight line. We all, especially those of us who've been on the planet for a while, we know that life is a spiral. It is not the straight line that we were told it was. It is not the Disney fairy tale, although we can have fairy tale moments, and many of us have had fairy tale moments and relationships and everything else. Dreams come true. So I don't want to sound cynical at all. But what I'm trying to say is that life does not happen as we thought it would. We have to be willing, I think this is Joseph Campbell, we have to be willing to release the life that we planned in order to embrace and have the life that is waiting for us. So know that this is true for you, beautiful Libra. All is well. You're not behind. You're not too late. You haven't done anything wrong. You haven't made any fatal mistakes. Your soul has evolved, and it's time to step into the new soul cycle. Beautiful Libra. Leave me a comment. Let me know if this resonates for you. Okay, Virgos. Hello, beautiful Virgos. Virgo, you're having this Cancer new moon in your 11th house of friendships, groups, communities. This is a support system. This is online as well. It's your social media, it's your platforms, it's marketing, it's branding. It's where you're putting yourself out into the world publicly, but also where you receive support from other people. It's also long-term gains financially. It's a financial house, which a lot of people don't realize, the 11th house. And it is, did I say hopes, wishes, and dreams? So it really is the house of fulfillment in a lot of ways, financially and in terms of support from other people. And a lot of us feel this in community and friendships. New moon, Virgo, are you asking yourself, where's my support system? Who are my people? Who do I want to be friends with? You could very well be asking yourself this. You could very well be having new relationships come in, a new best friendship show up. You could be adding a new social media platform. You could feel quite ambitious, since Cancer is a cardinal sign, and it really is like the other cardinal signs. It has a certain amount of ambitious to it, very creative ambition. It's very creative and a lot of times artistic as well. Virgo, this new moon in Cancer is making a sextile to your energy. That's new opportunities. That is creative solutions. Solutions. I love that word. So you could feel that something is falling into place for you. A new opportunity lands in your lap. This is also the World card in the tarot. This is you opening up to the world. The world is your oyster. What do you want next? What do you want to say yes to? What blessings would you like to have happen in your life? For some of you, this could also be online dating, where you start to do online dating. Virgo, okay, so I had a little interruption. Someone called me and it stopped the whole video, but I am back. And yes, you could be doing online dating during this Cancer new moon. You could start an online dating profile. You could say, I'm finally going to put myself out there. Or you could do anything else that feels like you putting yourself out into the world in a new way. Your message from Spirit is that you are dreaming a new dream, that you, reminding you that you are the practical healer. You have the practical healer archetype, beautiful Virgo. You are an amazing gift to anybody that you work with, to anyone that you help, to anybody that you help, whether it's in a healing profession or in your regular work, your friendships, and so on. You bring so much practical help to other people. So you are dreaming a new dream. There's a new opportunity that's coming your way. And the big message is you're ready. You're ready for this. Even if it feels out of your comfort zone, it feels like a big reach, a big stretch. It may. It's taking me back in this moment to my video on the lunar nodes shifting signs and how the North Node is going into Aries. And that is all of us taking a step to reach and stretch in a new direction. So you may have to learn something new. You probably will. North Node Destiny, that's where we do our work, right? Where we're really stretching and growing, but it will pay off for you. It will be worth it to you. So I'm shuffling your cards, and we're going to see what the cards have to say for you. Beautiful Virgo, what is your message through the cards? Virgos, your message is patience. Okay. Sometimes you guys can be a little bit perfectionistic. I know you probably get annoyed hearing people bring that up, but that is because you are so beautifully detail oriented and you know how to do things really well. You know, you have a vision. You know what you want. The ideal is to get it right. And you always want to improve things. You always want to make things better. And by the way, Virgo, I have a whole series on superpowers for each sign that you could watch for your moon sign or your rising sign. But watch that. If you want to be reminded of your strengths and your power, go to that series and watch the Virgo superpower video, because I think that could really help improve your sense and remind you of your gifts and your talents and your strengths. This card is Archangel Jophiel. I'm going to try and reduce the background noise, but it's raining really hard right now. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. So this is saying don't get too ahead of yourself and then get discouraged, beautiful Virgo. Once we plant seeds, we don't like freak out if the seeds aren't blooming into flowers right away, right? Or fruit or whatever. We give them time to gestate, to grow. And this actually goes perfectly with your message from Spirit, which is you're dreaming a new dream. That takes gestation. That takes, you know, when we're dreaming, and interestingly, there's an aspect to this new moon from Neptune, which is our dreamer self. And so Neptune is in Pisces, that's across from your sign. And that is probably making an aspect, or maybe making a direct aspect to one of your planets or points. So the point is, you could feel like, why isn't it happening more quickly? Why am I not making more headway? And that's because whatever you're dreaming could be in a whole underground, in the dark of the soil, gestational phase. So have patience. Know that you are the cosmic gardener. You have everything you need. You have the green thumb that you need, Virgo, being an earth sign and being a sparkly spiritual being. You have everything that you need to have your beautiful, the garden of your dreams grow and come to fruition. Just have patience. Okay, Leos, thank you for your patience, beautiful Leos. Beautiful Leo, you're experiencing the new moon in Cancer in your 12th house. This is a very deep, mystical, magical house. The 12th house is the house of retreat, the house of rest and rejuvenation. It's the house in which we commune with our ethereal world, the house of the mystic, your divine connection, also the subconscious mind, where we're often reprogramming our minds. We're rewiring our minds. So you could be rewiring a story or some conditioning from your childhood that's held you back, that's made you feel limited. You could be changing that. You could be shedding a skin. You could be releasing any thoughts around your own sense of self, your ability. This could be around your emotions, since Cancer is very much about our emotional needs and whether we received what we needed to feel loved and supported and taken care of as children. So you could be doing some inner child healing here. And I do have a video on inner child healing, reparenting yourself, that I will link below in the description box that you can check out. Your message from Spirit, Leo, is that and before I get to that, I really want to encourage you to give yourself time to rest and rejuvenate during this new moon. If you feel more tired, which is very possible, especially from an aspect that's being made from Neptune and Pisces to the new moon, we could all feel more tired during this new moon and just need more rest. Your message from Spirit is give yourself extra TLC, tender, loving care, beautiful Leo. With Pluto in your 6th house of work, because Pluto is making an opposition to this new moon, you could feel something could come up around your health. This could be a toxic work environment. This could be something that you're shedding. This could be substances or food, something that you're cleansing from your life, your body, your everyday routines. So give yourself the TLC, give yourself the nurturing, especially if you feel like you're not getting it from other people, and then reach out for support to anyone that you trust. So it could be a trusted astrologer like myself, a coach. I also do coaching with my clients, or anyone in your sphere that you trust to be of support to you. This could be a really beautiful time to receive some sort of support. And it could also be like Reiki support or acupuncture or anything, because again, Pluto's in your 6th house of health, and of course has been for some time. Okay, so I've been shuffling the cards, Leo. Let's pull a card for you and see what the cards have to say for you. Beautiful Leos, for the Cancer new moon. This is a new start in your emotional wellness. This is the beginning of a new chapter of emotional well-being for you. Okay, Leo. Leo, beautiful Leo. Your card is Divine Order, Archangel Raguel. Everything is how it needs to be right now. This is really a message that's been coming through. Look past any illusion. That is so 12th house, illusion. We can feel disappointment. We can feel disillusioned. Look past any illusion and see the true underlying order. So this is the card of balance. We have the South Node going into Libra, which is the scales. This is in your 12th house, so you could be doing some rebalancing, some looking at what feels fair in your life, what doesn't feel fair. Where do you want to make an adjustment? Where do you want to make something right, reconcile something, recalibrate something? Just remember that everything is in divine order. The gods in the heavens are helping you to create balance. You are not doing it alone. 12th house is your divine connection. You have access to all of your guides, your angels, your spiritual helpers, and Archangel Raguel is here for you. You can tune into Archangel Raguel and ask for support. And you can also download my guided meditation, which is free on my website. It's an instant download. You get it when you sign up for my weekly inspirational astrology updates. I send you an article letting you know the astrology of the week. And from that, you will get an instant download of a soothing guided meditation that will reconnect you to your beautiful spirit and your guides. Beautiful Leo. Everything's in divine order. You're right where you need to be. My beautiful friend, this has been a general reading of the new moon in Cancer. If you would like a personal astrology reading, a personal astrology consultation with me, you can sign up for a natal chart reading, a heart's desire reading, or a life purpose reading. And with all of my readings, we look at the current transits. How are they affecting you? We look at the upcoming future transits. What do you have to look forward to? When will the transit or transits that are happening for you that may be challenging you right now, when will they end? We look at planets and points in your natal chart. What do I see in your natal chart? What jumps out at me both intuitively and through Western tropical astrology analysis? What jumps right out at me that I want to share with you? Your strengths, your gifts, your talents, your superpowers. This is a chance for you to really come away feeling more empowered, more uplifted. It's always my goal to empower you through the astrology. So I invite you to go to my website and check out the testimonials that other clients have left, what they've received from their sessions that will help you get a sense of whether you feel called to work with me. And I also offer coaching. So for those of you who would like coaching support, we can do that through deep diving, soul alchemy coaching, or we can do a one-off clarity session. I will leave the link to my coaching page below as well, so you can check that out. And I have a free gift for you, and that free gift will connect you to your heart, to your spirit, to your spiritual guidance. That free gift is a soothing guided meditation, reconnecting to your home, your inner home, perfect for the Cancer new moon. And all you have to do to receive that instant download is to go to my website and sign up for my weekly inspirational updates, and you'll be able to download that instantly. Thank you so much for being here with me. I so appreciate your presence. Thank you for your likes of this video. Thank you for your comments. I absolutely love connecting with you. I appreciate so much that you're part of this like-minded community. If you have not yet subscribed, remember to subscribe so that you don't miss my next video. And when you subscribe, you give me a gift of supporting my channel, allowing the algorithm to put my videos out to more people who love astrology. Thank you to my Sunday chat friends for being here. I love gathering with you Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Pacific time. Watch for my community posts throughout the week. I love staying connected with you that way as well. And until my next video, my friend, I am sending you all my love.